event is still pretty much at the international suppliers level when you look at the sponsors, with a few engineering firms. The engineering firms are kind of watching. There are a couple other local, and we're thinking about how we want to organize more of the engineering construction side of the conference. So high-speed rail of America basically are getting us started. I think we're still trying to figure out how we want to evolve. It's getting the synergy. It has the California board support with Dan Richard and then the staff under Jeff Morales.
This is probably the single biggest infrastructure program in the country, and so from a contractor perspective, huge opportunities here. In the beginning with the civil works, we've got by the end of January we'll have something around $2.5 to $3 billion worth of work under contract. We'll continue with that as we go forward, and then eventually get into the track and the electrical systems, communications, all of those things. And we think there'll be opportunities for firms from around, not just in California, but around the country.
The system is now completely and thoroughly under construction in the Fresno area, with 3 more contracts to be let by early spring. So it's a done deal now. And it's so nice to see that happen. Now the real challenge is to make sure the cities create the land use and feeder systems that make the high-speed rail system work well.
The more riders we can attract to the existing service, ultimately the more riders are going to be ready to ride high-speed rail. And so we want to do that from the ridership perspective as well as from the infrastructure perspective. When we advance these projects, we will also be laying the groundwork for high-speed rail to come in. We will be moving tracks over to one side of a corridor or another. We'll be putting in the grade separations that will be needed for high-speed, so that when we begin to build high-speed in earnest, these projects are already completed, so they act as construction staging.
If you look at the existing rail system, it was built, most of it was built and engineered in the late 1800s or early 1900s. The routes haven't been upgraded, and so they're slow. Just as an example, the route from Palmdale to Los Angeles, a lot of sections are limited to 30 miles an hour because they follow the old alignment. So there's only so much you can do with the existing routes. What we think we need now is a step change. We really have to go up, rather than just trying to upgrade what we have, which we've got to the limit of what we can do, I think. We've got to have a step change and really go to the next level of technology and the next level of speed. Otherwise it just won't be competitive and people won't use it. We passed Proposition 1A in 2008 with a reasonable majority. But the problem is now, here we are 6 years later, with not a great deal to show for it. Yes, construction has begun, but we really need to have some projects at both ends of the line where the people are, to show them that something is going on. There's just so much cynicism out there now, and a lot of people have just kind of lost interest in the project, that it's almost like starting again to get another generation of folks enthused about it.
Basically, I've always been passionate about improving our transportation systems, and I see the future not being highways and roadways. It's going to be mass transit. You need the hub station with a good transit system like LA has currently, and so does San Francisco, which we're improving. And then if you connect those two, it would be the best situation. And same with like when they talk about Dallas and Houston connection, they both have a light rail system that's developed. And then when you connect the middle line with those two cities connected, when you arrive at those two cities, it's the convenient thing. You can hop on the light rail and go to your destination now. You didn't have to go rent a car. You don't have to go sit in traffic anymore.
So why I came here, there are 3 reasons. The first one is I'm curious about how the United States want to develop the system of the high-speed railway, because I know that in China, the high-speed railway, the fastly developed these years. So I want, and I know the system here, the train is very slow. Yeah, so I want to know how they want to develop this system. So I'm so curious. The second reason is it's related to my major. I'm in mechanical engineering. So like the construction of the railways, there are so many things that are related to my major. So I'm also, the third reason is my girlfriend's major is just high-speed railway. So she really wants me to attend this conference. Yeah.